All right, guys, let's go ahead and grab a cup. All right, so we got a cup. That's great, but now what are we going to do with it? In previous videos, I've shown you guys the robot grabbing the cup and then going to get some liquid out of these dispensers. But then I thought one day, what if someone wants a straw? Now, I know we could get into the debate of should we use straws or not, should we use paper, should we use plastic, which one's better, but that's not what this video is about. I personally like drinking out of a straw when I have my drink, and I want to make sure that the people, the customers that get these drinks, have the ability to get a straw if they want to. So, remember, I have an end effector on this arm, which is static. I don't feel like spending, multiple thousands of dollars on a gripper, so I 3D printed a static gripper. So the question becomes, how do I get a straw with a static gripper? And that's what this video is about today. Buckle up your seatbelts and I'll take you for a ride. So what I have built here is a custom lever to dispense straws out of a traditional straw dispenser. So what I'll do is I'll cut to a video right now where you guys can see this straw dispenser in its normal use case where it just dispenses a straw, you push the button, a straw comes out. Now, I need the robot to be able to do that same action, but I only have the ability to use the gripper itself or use the cup to do it. Now, at this point, you obviously want to get the straw into the cup, and when you have a static gripper, you don't really have the force to grab and then put the straw in there. So I decided what to do is to actually make sure that the robot can get a straw before it gets the liquid or the ice. So the first thing the robot's gonna do in its motions is gonna get the cup and then get the straw. So what I'll do is I'll actually start this program, and you can actually see the robot is going to run on loop now. And what's this loop gonna do? Well, what it's gonna do is it's just gonna basically go over, get a straw, and then dump that straw out. This is just showing how consistent I can get with this dispenser. Now, it took a lot of iterations to get it to work this well, and at one point I even had designed my complete own custom straw dispenser. But eventually I said, what if I just bought one, and then I bought it, was playing with it, and thought, well, I could just angle it at like 30 degrees in this case, or 20 degrees, and then have a lever where the robot can use the motion of pushing down on that lever to trigger the dispenser. The straw will fall into the cup, and boom, I'm ready to make my drinks. All right, so here's a close-up view of the straw dispenser in action with the robot. I'll show it doing it twice, and then I'll go ahead and stop the robot so I can show you the dispenser itself. If I lift this off, you can see I just built a little base that is at a 20-degree angle such that this is angled so the straw slides down. But if I put the dispenser down so that you guys can see it, let's use it as if a human being were to use this. And I'm going to go ahead and just push and a straw comes out. So normally a human would come and grab that straw off. Let's go ahead and do it again. There's my straw. So first I got the dispenser and saw, okay, I have no problem getting a single straw at a time, but I need that straw to fall into the cup. My first solution was to actually make it such that there was some sort of lever system that would actually push down on that, make the straw go vertical, and then fall into the cup. That proved to be really hard to get consistent. Eventually, I had the idea of building a snap fit piece that would snap in there, having a separate lever that could push down on it, and you can see this pivots here. And then when it's at that angle, which I can show you again, put this back up here in its place, the straw will slide down into the cup. Now, an interesting thing in this design is sometimes you can 3D print everything, but sometimes it doesn't make sense to 3D print everything because there are existing solutions out there. In this case, I actually used Legos. So I'll go ahead and zoom in on here. So you can actually see I have a Lego piece that snap fits into the lever here, goes through a through hole in the snap fit into the bottom of the dispenser here, and then I just put a piece on the end here to hold it in place. So that's how I get that nice pivot here, and that nice lever action is just a combination of some 3D printed parts, in this case 1, 2, 3 pretty 3D printed parts, and a couple Lego pieces. So that was a little bit of outside the box thinking there that worked out pretty well. Yeah, so there's an up close view of the dispenser and the lever itself. So again, the solution here was to A, get the straw before getting the ice or the liquid, and B, having a lever and angling your basic straw dispenser such that the straw can fall into the cup. So once I get that ice dispenser in the loop, we'll have a full end-to-end system, which is using the arm to make these drinks. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. I'll put links in the description to the design for this straw dispenser. And with that, have a good rest of your day. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.